Hey guys, welcome to the lab. We are back with some more exclusive content. Another episode of Sundaze with the Clink Room. Today we're joined by Clink Super Collector and collaborator Steven Johnson, saw3doffsamurai. Steve, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Leon?
Good. So I want to thank you for taking the time out this week to basically come on and give the chance for the people to kind of get to know you a little bit better. I know we had scheduled initially last week. We had to call an audible with the switch up of the crits. So thank you very much for being flexible.
Oh, no problem.
But here we are. So let's give people a little bit more of a background on you. So what kind of inspired you to be what attracted you initially to the Clink Room, and what kind of made you start your collection with them?
Honestly, like I just got whenever COVID hit, obviously, like some of the big craze happened and everybody started collecting. And I'm in a couple hat groups, and I just happened to see the Clink Room on there, and I was like, all right, let me check them out. And then I actually saw this hat right here, the Samurai Kong, and I was like, I like samurai shit, so this one had to come home. And once I found customs, I really haven't went back. Like I collect more customs than anything now.
Nice. So that one you're wearing right now, that's your first Clink ever?
Yep, that was my first Clink Room. It's Hakobo. He's one of my favorites.
Cool. How has your collection kind of evolved through the years? Because I know you're a big sports guy as well. So kind of tell us about how that kind of changed.
So like when I was younger, I started collecting hats, and it was always sports hats, obviously, because that's what I did. Like Blues games, Cardinal games, collected those all the time, and then just slowly went into collecting other teams and shit. And then I don't know, probably I want to say about 3 years ago, I just got tired of collecting teams. So I was like, you know what? Let me dive into the custom game, and now I have probably over 500 custom hats. It's just, it's nice to have.
Yeah. What are some of the most rare and unique pieces in your collection?
I mean, got a couple hats that I probably can't show on here, but they're like Ken Griffey Jr. hats.
Right.
They were made, that they're not legal, so I just have them set to the side.
Those may have come from up north.
Yes, I think you know.
Cool. All right.
But probably those, and then I do have. I can see if I can find it real quick. It's a custom 1-of-1 from Umbrella Heights when they used to do hats.
Right.
You may have seen it already because I've posted it before, but
I feel like you wear that to the game a lot.
Yes, I do. I make sure it's cold though, so I don't sweat in it.
Yeah.
But it's this one right here.
Nice.
It's a 1-of-1. Nobody else has this.
Yeah, that's awesome. It kind of has like that Joshua Videz.
Yeah, it's just it's just paint on there, but it's still cool looking.
Yeah.
But that's probably my favorite hat right there.
Nice. So you were a part of one of the coolest kind of weeks. It's interesting that our episode kind of got interrupted by Bat Week, so to speak. But your like kind of breakthrough and kind of crossing the line from just a regular person that collects Clink Room pieces, and you got paired up with one of the
my favorite
goat, Yakobo, and Casey kind of paired up some of the highest and most frequent spenders with the Clink Room, and kind of paired them up with artists, and then they got to work through their concepts. You did a very special hat.
Yes, I did.
A cool meeting. Can you talk a little bit about that process, what it was like to work with Yakobo and Casey, and how that process was from, getting to work on your own concept to have your hat made?
Yeah, it was, I was kind of shocked whenever I saw the email. I was like, all right, I've never really made a hat, but let me think about what I want. And I don't know, just I've always wanted to dedicate shit to my sister because, she passed a few years ago and she's always loved penguins. So I came up with the idea of a penguin playing a clarinet because she used to also play clarinet.
Mhm.
And when I told Jacobo that, he ran with it and it was awesome. Like he put a heart in the background and it's just a penguin playing the clarinet like an ice clarinet.
Yeah.
And he did a really good job on it.
Hmm. So that was your first collaboration, right? So you have a couple
Hmm.
other
Yes.
pieces that some delivered, some haven't. Do you have a favorite piece?
Um, Probably the first one that Jacobo made just because of how sentimental it is.
Okay,
So
all right. And then you have a couple pieces in production right now. So if you were able to
yes.
wave a magic wand and make one of them, finish faster, which one would that be?
It would have to be Kairu, just because I love Japanese stuff, and
Yeah.
that's a really cool concept with the ninja sword and all that, or
Mhm.
the katana.
Yeah. Yeah. It has. I mean, working with Phil, Phil's one of the goats too
Yeah, feels good.
uh, of the things. And then you
Very
guys got the
busy
side
man.
patch. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And you guys got the cool side patch added. Um, just for conversation's sake, are you a big side patch guy? Not, like, do you not care?
I usually don't mind them, but like at least just my opinion, like on Clink Room hats, I feel it takes away from the front of the hat.
Okay.
But that's just me.
Hmm.
But I do have a lot of side patch hats. It's just for some
Yeah.
reason on those, it just feels like it draws away from it.
Interesting. I mean, you have two pieces right now that at least I think that the side patch kind of adds
It
to the design
Yeah,
and
it
adds
works.
to the aesthetic. So,
Yeah, that's why I
um,
wasn't really too upset about it because it did really kind of add to it.
yeah, yeah. You have one with Seamus title roar. Like, I cannot wait to get my hands on that thing, man. That
Yeah.
thing is like a painted masterpiece.
Well, and that
Um,
that one's funny too because like it started off as one thing and ended up to being another because it originally was going to be sea lion. I wanted it to be like just a lion inside the sea, and it
mhm.
didn't really work out. So like we went with title roar and made it the Chinese lion. It was cool.
Yeah, yeah. And anything food dog, I'm in. I mean, guilty.
Yes.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that thing to arrive. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Um, in terms of like dream collaborations, do you have any particular like Clink Room artists that you would like, you know, if you had a shot to, work with them, or are there any out there that you kind of have your eye
Hmm.
on?
I mean, work with a few good guys, but one I haven't worked with is Heather. She's been doing a lot lately.
Oh
I might
yeah,
have to like reach out to her and maybe get something done because she does a pretty good job.
yeah,
Got a
yeah.
lot of good stuff.
The growth on her and her profile and her portfolio is just growing.
Hmm.
I think. Um, in
Yeah, I'm
in
kind of
terms
like
of okay.
I was gonna say I'm kind of like drawing blanks right now because I
Yeah,
hadn't really been thinking about design. So
no
once I think of
problem.
one, I'll have to hit her up.
Yeah, yeah, kind of put you on the spot there. But
Hmm.
in terms of your collection, like who are some of the artists that you buy from the most?
Definitely Hakobo. I probably have not every hat, but the majority. I want to say I probably have 90% of his hats.
Damn, that's a lot. That's a
Yeah,
lot. That's
I
gotta be close
I just
to
like his
100.
art.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if I had to say other is probably Phil. I got a lot of Phil's hats.
Hmm.
I don't know. I got a lot of them. I probably have over 400 Clink hats.
Damn, yeah. That's crazy. That's
Hmm.
crazy. Do you have any advice on to give to kind of aspiring collectors or designers looking to collaborate with brands like the Clink Room?
Oh, if you want to collaborate, just reach out to these artists. They're more than happy to help. And if they don't have time, they're more than welcome to point you in the right direction. Like, don't be afraid to reach out. Everybody in the community is really nice. So,
Hmm. How do you kind of stay creative and inspired to kind of work and keep going? Because I know sometimes things don't work out.
right.
Maybe the voting doesn't go your way, or you're in
Hmm.
a strong week. Like right now we're seeing weeks 20, 15, even 10s is not an easy
Hmm.
guarantee. Like what are some of the things you do to kind of stay motivated?
Y- you're gonna get discouraged every now and again, but you just gotta keep trying. Like some of your ideas just ain't gonna hit for everybody just because you think it's cool. Everybody else
Mhm.
might not. But just got to keep going. I just try to, I don't know, I just sit there. I'm a guy that likes to do puns. So like I try to think
Yeah,
of cool puns and
yeah.
then try to figure out what I can do with that pun and try to come up with an idea in my head. And then I present it to people.
What do you think what do you think it is that kind of sets Clink Room apart from other brands to kind of stand out in the same niche? Like we see other types of um, you know like I know having their hat on a new era silhouette helps, but like what are some of the other things you think that Clink does to kind of stand out?
Oh, they're embroidery for sure. Like I've never seen a hat so beautifully embroidered. When I started buying Clink, I was like, holy crap, it's just amazing what they can do with some stitching.
Hmm. Hmm. Are you noticing any specific trends within like the designs um, from the artists that you can think of? Like I think back to like 2.0 and the relaunch of it, and it always felt like it was always like the same, maybe 10, 15 kind of people getting in. Now it's
Yeah,
like a
there's
pool
a
of,
wide variety.
yeah, it's got to be a lot of different artists.
I mean, there used to be a lot of like baseball related hats. Obviously, it's a baseball cap, so like you're gonna
Yeah.
see a lot of designs that reference baseball. But like,
Mhm.
space stuff and skulls, that's always a huge trend. Any animal doing like a human action, I feel like that's always a winner.
Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned a little bit about some different online communities and social media. How do you think that's kind of affected the world of like collectors for hats?
Oh, it definitely helps out because that's how it opened my eyes. Because I used to just like go to lids and random stores around here. Once I
Hmm.
figured out the online world, it was over. My wallet said hell no.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. All
but,
right.
but yeah, that's what it is. You see all kinds of shit on those on those apps and stuff because they have
Yeah,
every website on there.
yeah, yeah. I feel like sometimes it's like you're trying to keep up with everyone, or sometimes if you get like pigeonholed and like for me, like I'm a guy from Toronto, so if a new Toronto hat comes up, people almost half expect me to get like have it. So it's like you're
Mm-hmm.
almost like peer pressure to buying it.
Right.
All right, cool. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, no
Let's get
problem.
into the festivities themselves. So let's cover the Deadstock Drop.
The
So
dead stop.
these hats, for people who don't know, they are leftover, typically like leftovers from the pre-order process. Sometimes they're ordered extra in case they're damaged in shipping or shipping is misplaced. But these hats will ship right away, so you will not
Mm-hmm.
have to wait typical few months to receive them. So let's take a look at what dropped on the Deadstock Drop this week. So I think we're in blocks of four. So we got Ghoulish Gourd, Forest Race, Coast Encounters, and Beer Power. What do you think of these
Mm.
four hats?
I really like the Close Encounters one. Like the dude, he's got a lot of good stuff.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's cool how they made the colors the way they did.
Yeah. Yeah. I just saw a post that they did with Coast Encounters, and they were like spray painting it on a wall. They were kind of
Yeah.
recreated the image. That was
Mm-hmm.
really
That was cool to watch. I watched that this morning.
bad. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Beer
then
Power.
Forest Rays, that one's really cool.
Yeah,
What were you saying? Sorry.
Ryan Simmons is awesome. His like
Mm-hmm.
still pictures almost like, I mean, I know he's in animation, but I know like I feel like when I look at his stuff, it's like it has movement and
Yeah.
almost an illusion because I know it's not moving, but it feels like there's you know like he pulled it
Yeah.
from
Really.
like a Disney movie or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't have that one. I wish I would have got it. I mean, I could have got it yesterday, but
Yeah, yeah. And then we're getting ready for we're a little early, but you'll have it ready once it's time. But for Halloween, I
mm-hmm.
think the Scored's real cool. Jake's got like those Mickey hands, and he's throwing
Mm-hmm.
up the worst candy
Yeah.
to receive.
Candy corn.
Yeah, in the trick or treat bucket. And to me, I think Beer Power is really really underrated. It feels like one of those like designs that you'd see like on a sticker or on a T-shirt. It almost has
Mm-hmm.
like a Japanese anime feel. I just think that's real rad right there. It's
Yeah, it's
black
cool.
and rust. Yeah.
And you can't go wrong
Uh,
with black in it.
yeah. And then we got Golden Fate by Milos, Bite Size by JH Manufacturer, Life Hackers. by Creature and Clifton, and Ancient Architects, COD and Sierra. What are your thoughts here?
My favorite of these four is definitely Gold Fate. That one's I don't know, I just like dragons, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love the simplicity of bite size. I think it does glow in the dark, just like those actual
Mm-hmm.
glow in the dark teeth.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and Ancient
Glow in the dark.
Architect. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say glow in the dark always adds that extra effect that I like too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Black orange, you know it's Halloween. Glows in the dark,
Mm-hmm.
can't go wrong. Ancient Architects is rad too. Um, the whole like aliens built the pyramids, and it's got the circuit boards of the motherboard thing
Mm-hmm.
there. Life Hacker is cool too. Nice little collaboration. Every time you get Creature and Clifton together, it's always going to be like a fun piece. So,
Oh yeah, Creature always has some wild ideas, but they're always awesome.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Beaver just he was like, forget it. I'm just going to chainsaw this shit. All right. Now we got Nightcrawlers by Win, Double Serpent by Sierra, and Grim Visions by Win again. Do you have any thoughts on this one? Are these three?
I don't remember seeing the double serpent one. Actually, that's really unique. I like the very vibrant color of that.
Mm-hmm. Like jade,
Really
almost
cool.
jade
Mm-hmm.
turquoise.
Almost like that mint.
Yeah. And then Nightcrawlers is interesting. It's like he took like Scottsdale's logo and mixed it with
Mm-hmm.
like that 90s Kachina
Yeah, I was thinking that it
tonalities.
looked familiar.
Yeah. And then Wynn does a lot of like Skull and Reaper stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
that one he's got like the ribbon around the scythe. It's just at least it's a different way to do
Right.
the
That's pretty
Reaper
dope.
stuff. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go through the ones I picked up real quick. So that one did not come up. So it was these three.
Oh, you're willing to feel that right now. I just noticed.
Yeah. So we got the beer power. This one, I don't know if people can tell, but the embroidery on this thing,
Oh yeah,
stupid.
you can see it.
Yeah.
And then metallic just pops.
Yeah. Yeah. They killed it. Green under. It's like
Yeah.
a tan color. I think they killed this one. I think this one, the Deadstock dropped after the different color one. I think one of these came in blue, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah. And then
Oh damn, that did turn out good.
yeah.
And see, that's the thing is you can't really tell exactly how it's going to look on the website, but when you get it in hand, it's so
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah. So they got the like that circuit board stuff, the circuitry, it's all flat. Oops. It's all flat,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
nice.
the alien is super raised.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my pickups. Did I miss any? Hold on a second. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, cool. So those are my two pickups. I thought I picked up Ghoulish Core, but maybe I didn't. All right. Let's get back into it. So now we'll get into the
Last
last
call.
call. So these 6 designs, first 3 here, we're gonna go through. But these, their pre-orders will end tonight at midnight, and then they'll get sent off to production. So,
Mm-hmm.
Tiger Squad, Sukunorami, Breeze by Gemini and Aurelian, and then DJ Confrontation by Aurelian and Adam. What are your thoughts here?
When I first saw the Tiger Squad, you could definitely tell that it's an ink park design. Like you could just
Yeah,
the way he draws, you can just see it. And I typically don't buy plain hats, but that was just so good. I think I'm gonna have to get it. I'll probably get it before tonight's over. And then the Sakura one, like what is it, Sukuranami? Like
Sukunorami, yeah.
that one's, I don't know. I feel like that one's gonna embroider very well because the way it's coming out of the circle, like if they make that thing pop, it's gonna look almost 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like that one a lot. And then the Kong, like I'm a sucker for purple, so
Yeah,
like I don't need to buy all these hats, but I'm probably gonna buy a couple.
yeah, yeah. I
That
mean,
one's really
once you get
good.
past a certain number, you don't need any hats. But
Yeah, you don't really need any hats, but
then we become victims of like wanting the support and
hmm
stuff like that. But this is a solid trio right here, man.
It is.
Yeah,
And I really haven't been splurging on Clink Room lately, so I think it's time.
yeah, yeah. It's cool too because the middle one, that's like a early concept, versus like their final version that they had before. So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a prequel to their thing, and
That's awesome.
yeah, yeah. And then
Yeah, I hope it embroiders well.
yeah, I think it's gotta. It's
Mm-hmm.
done well. And then confrontation. Um, it just reminds me of, like those old like LimeWire, Napster kind of days.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the
LimeWire. I destroyed so many computers with that.
yeah, yeah. I've had so many times where I've had to like leave it overnight because it just took forever to record to download.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, and then Inkpark just shows its versatility. Almost like um, you almost think that, or you could almost believe he has like a background in engineering or something because they're
Mm-hmm.
always kind of accurate and portrayed well and scaled down perfectly. But yeah,
Right.
this is a solid 3-pack. I don't know. I'd have a hard time picking a favorite.
Yeah, I
Here?
don't know. Maybe just because I like the Japanese stuff, I'll pick the Sukuranami one, but
Yeah,
they're all solid.
yeah, they're all gonna embroider good. All right, moving forward, we got Pirates Gambit, Gothic Guardian, and Dead Inside. What are your thoughts on these?
Pirate's Gambit, absolutely love it. It's just very unique to have a pirate with two little parrots on the side there inside of a spade. I just think that's very unique and clever. Just works very well.
Yeah, it
Um,
fits well in the shape.
hmm the gargoyle, the Guardian one. That one kind of reminds me of the Gargoyle show. So like,
Hmm.
I like it. It's just a little. I know it's meant to be dark, but it's just like I don't know. It's a little too dark in my opinion. Maybe they should have added some like blue in there, maybe.
Okay.
And then the Dead Inside, that one's like a little cute 30s cartoon style art. It's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Most of these are gray and green bottoms, so that's kind of cool for like the sports collectors.
The classics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a good pair trio as well. Gothic Guardian. I don't think we've ever had a Guardian like a gargoyle
Don't
hat
believe so. No.
in Clink Room. So it's interesting it took this long to kind of get to that point. Uh, yeah, Dead Inside's real
Yeah.
rad too. Um,
hmm
kind of like the both stages of life, like the death and the rebirth of the flower, and then yeah, Gambit. The thing I worry about Gambit, it's like a cool looking image from far away. I just don't know how that's gonna like get all the details up close, but
yeah.
anyone's gonna pull it off. Clink's gonna pull it off. So
Yeah. We'll have to see.
yeah. All right. And then a shock drop. We had this shock drop yesterday. So Hakobo's Skull Warrior in the Soul
hmm
colorway. So we've seen a bunch of these like soul hats. A lot of them are like very vibrant kind of colors and then kind of toned
hmm
down on the black. So instead of like a real bold black outline, looks like it's like a almost like a pewter muted gray. How are
Yeah.
you liking this one?
I mean, I have the original,
Hmm.
so I mean, I didn't really need this one, so I didn't buy it. But it's pretty solid. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
gonna look just as good as the original with the embroidery. So
Yeah.
I'm not really hip on green too much, so I don't know, not really a big fan. But if you like green, you're gonna love it, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime you see Omar what do like the photo shoot, it almost like pushes you to get it. He did tease a product though, in the photo shoot. So if you go back and look at that, you'll see it.
Hmm.
So
I have to go back and look.
since he teased it, I think I'll tease
Uh,
it a little bit too. So
uh
um, I think at the end of next week, so on the 28th, these drop. I don't know if they're gonna all drop at the same time or maybe they'll drop um, one by one. So basically, how it's going to work is that these are all built and designed to accent um, the Clink logo at the back. So these
oh,
all fit on that. So we'll do a live kind of unboxing, um, and I'll show you guys what it's all about. So basically, these are all designed by Efra, so Chimico Studios.
okay.
He did all the designs for them. So the first series is a sombrero, a hat, headphones, and then a mystery. So on the back, you'll see that there's 3 potential designs you can get.
Okay.
So the pirate hat, the stack, or the Viking, and then that's that one. So when you order the pack, you're not guaranteed to get the one you want. So that's the chase item. So
Okay.
that's a pretty cool feature. So let's open it up.
That's pretty cool.
So I think they're all releasing at the same time. I could be wrong, so don't kill me if I am wrong. But
man, all the pin collectors are going to be diving in on that.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see what we got as a mystery at the end. So basically, we got the hat, the sombrero, and the headphones. So,
I think the headphones are the coolest.
Yeah. It's cool how they all fit perfectly. So there is some engineering and design done for it. So like see how the headphones will fit exactly on the Kong.
Oh man. That's sick.
Yeah. And then the sombrero, the same thing. These are rad. Shout out to Casey for sending this over. Yeah, punched through the tape here a little bit.
Now, I'm wondering if they're always going to sell them as packs, if they're going to start selling them individually too.
I think they come as packs.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So the mystery unit. So I have the option of the pirate, the stack, or the Viking. Which one do you think I'm going to get?
I'm going to say pirate.
All right. I'm going to hope for Viking. So they all come sealed, and then you get what you get.
Yes, if you want a specific one, you better buy a couple just to be sure.
So we were both wrong.
Oh.
We were both wrong. The stack.
That's actually pretty cool too, though. I like that.
Yeah. So they all fit, and you can dress your Kong in different ways. There's 3 sets. This one's badass too. So the lucha mask.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
The hat, and then the glasses. And then the options here are the beer helmet, the astronaut helmet, and the cowboy hat.
And they put a lot of thought into these.
Yeah, they're rad. And then this one's the bandana, the hat, and the crown. And then the chase.
That's cool.
Now you're gonna go crazy on the chase here. Is the pixel shades, the ski mask, and the samurai helmet.
Oh no. Well, I know which one I'm freaking buying.
Yeah. Well, that's the mystery one.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to buy a couple just to be sure I get it.
Yeah. So
hopefully, anyway.
Releasing June 28th. So hopefully you get your hands on those, and hopefully I don't get in trouble for previewing those early. But back to it. Let's get the crits. So we're back to so it's not 20, so it's 19. So one of these designs will have glow in the dark.
Okay.
So let's cover the crits now. So Win and Big Fly got together for Jukebox. What are your initial thoughts here?
Well, I like purple, so I already see that and I want it. But I think it's really unique to add the skull and the side of the jukebox. And I'm guessing the smoke is supposed to be like his soul, or I'm not sure, but it kind of adds a little extra flavor to the hat. I kind of like that.
Yeah. I don't know if I love the skull.
How do you think it's unnecessary?
I think I'm gonna need to read the backstory behind why there's a skull in there. If they just randomly stuck a skull in there, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I could see that.
I think the jukebox is fine. You never had a jukebox. I
Mm-mm.
just feel like like he submits so often and he
Oh
does
yeah.
so much work that like sometimes it's like it almost feels like he's just kind of pandering to get better votes and
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Which I get. He's very successful. He's a very successful artist. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't blame him for that. But if you're just looking at it, if you're just gonna do Grim Reapers and skulls all the time, which I love was a good skull.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gotta like fit the theme. I don't know if
Yeah, I
the
could see
jukebox
that.
is a good theme for a skull, but
Yeah,
art wise is
maybe
cool. Colorway is fresh.
kind of
Got
wondering
the
why he chose to do just a little like outline like that instead of maybe like music coming out of it. You can do a
mhm.
music note kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. I just feel like if you're gonna put a skull and maybe you go another way and you just make this like a more earthy toned hat with some more like skull hues or maybe like a
Yeah.
red and kind of bone color maybe. I don't know. I think the purple kind of throws it off. I know you like the purple, but this is like a mystic kind of colorway, and then you got something like on Earth, like it's like a kind of like a
Mm-hmm.
spacey kind of colorway, but then now you got some on Earth with a skull on it. So
Right. I can
yeah,
see that.
yeah. I would just if you go this direction, I think I would just go like that kind of like that like burgundy, black, dark red with like bone
Mm.
color.
Yeah,
But
that would probably work.
yeah, but it's cool art though. It's interesting. All right, so moving forward, we got first Robin You by Clinker Chad. I think this is badass. I love like that 80s style like
Mm-hmm.
sports mascot. What are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, it gives you that old school vibe, and it's just like it's one of those ones that kind of looks simple, but that's kind of what makes it badass. The orange makes the whole thing pop. Like that's really
Yeah,
good choice. It's like a burnt orange. So, but yeah, and I love birds too. So I mean, I definitely like this one.
yeah, it's got like that almost like auburn kind of
Mm-hmm.
almost auburn, almost Texas burnt orange.
Right.
Yeah, the the robin, he almost looks like a raven almost more than a robin, but yeah,
Mm.
it's a cool
I
piece,
wonder if
man.
I think that's probably why the cat's that color, huh? Because the robin's chest is kind of orange.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
I didn't think
burnt
about that.
sweater. Yeah. It's badass though. I love,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm with you. Like a good bird, like there's not many
Mm.
things better than a good bird on a hat. So
Right.
this is a good one, Chad. I'd be surprised if it doesn't get through, but again, 19.
Yeah, it's hard to get it one in whenever there's 19 to look at.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so moving forward, we got Rose Breasted by Kill Tip Design. What are your thoughts here?
I want to like it, but like I
Mhm.
feel like the white's too washed out for to have a front. You with the
Yeah.
white front panel, it just washes it out. And I don't know, like that the rose just doesn't look. I don't know. The stem of it just looks weird.
hmm
I don't know. It just looks too simple.
Yeah. It's just an interesting art style. It's kind of like that Banksy stencil, kind of almost
Mm-hmm.
graffiti style thing. But yeah, I'm with you. If you're gonna do the white, maybe try this on just a gray hat or
Yeah,
something. That way you
because
can
it
kind
just
of keep
blends
it.
in too much.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of small details too.
Mm-hmm.
But rose breasted. That's cool. Yeah. We're three in and we got two birds. So um,
Yeah,
I
and I
feel
want to like it, but I
yeah.
don't know. It's not for me.
I think the rose needs a little bit of simplification too. Maybe you get
Mm-hmm.
different reds in there so they don't all bleed together.
Right.
It's an interesting take on it. It's almost like you can see the layers of ink on
Mm-hmm.
on the stencil kind of being applied, but in terms of embroidery, like it won't embroider like that. So you're gonna need to kind of simplify some certain
Right.
details in it. But Kill Tip, Quill Tip, you'll see him um, kind of submit more and more often. So it's an encouraging sign. So keep
Mm-hmm.
it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, keep
Uh,
it up.
Number four, Brain Rot. Sierra got together with Buenos Biscuits. Uh, See, now this is an interesting usage of a skull. You got the different lines of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
forgot what they're called on TV when those
Yeah. When,
those lines come up. But yeah, he's like bleeding out of his mouth, and then you got a
hmm
skull. Like at least now it's like telling a story a little bit.
Right.
What are your thoughts here?
I don't know. I like it because it's got just got a variety of colors. Are they even allowed to use that many colors in the hat though? Like that's the only concern.
Yeah, I think typically they try to limit it to 6. Um, but Sierra's pushing the boundary. Hopefully it
Yeah,
does.
it's cool. I mean, I like it. Like I forgot all about the TV screens doing that 'cause I haven't seen it in so damn long. But
Yeah, yeah,
it's
exactly.
cool.
Yeah,
You got the old school TV and everything. It just gives you that old school '90s vibe.
yeah. The only thing I would kind of try to fix maybe is the bottom. It almost looks like the bottom of like a toilet bowl or something. I would just eliminate that
Ah,
portion and then have that like the ink and stuff just coming out of the bottom of the TV. You know what I mean?
you
So that way
know
you could
that's
just
actually.
show more of the skull and then push the ink to
hmm
the bottom, let that flow out of the TV, and then just get rid of that kind of that bowl shape. It almost looks like he's like in a toilet.
Yeah, I could see that. Now that you said it, that's what I see now.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
yeah, it's rad. And yeah, like so like for me, I like a good skull when I see a good skull. This is like
hmm
at least a different take on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a different art style too. It's not a typical skull, you know.
Yeah, yeah. All right. And then the funky colors too, the lime green and then the hot pink.
hmm
I'm into it. That screams 80s.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Number 5, the Kroberman, Kroberman. So it's a Chrome
Chrome.
Doberman. Wynn got together with Levi. What are your thoughts here?
I mean, it's interesting,
Hmm.
and he's doing the little lines in the background again. I guess that just gives it some contrast.
Hmm.
I don't. It's a cool concept. But I just don't know if I can get behind the colors. I know it's supposed to be chrome and it's supposed to look like that, but it's just I don't know. To me, it just looks weird. I don't know how it's going to translate into a hat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's an interesting effect that they're going for. Like that chrome looks, it's almost looks like he's like a Vegas gold off of that blue for the reflection. I mean, it is like a cool like attempt at a at an art style.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
yeah,
definitely
well,
different.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one does. Yeah, I'm with you though. I don't know if I love like the squiggly lines around it. I know it kind of like helps it ends the design and kind of box it in and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But I don't know if like the white is like the best idea for that because it kind of like it takes your attention away from the
it
actual
does.
subject matter, which is the Chrome Doberman.
hmm
Yeah, but interesting. All right, cool. Dangerous Waters by Ryan Simmons. This one's rad, man. It looks like it's
This
actually
one,
cutting, like it's actually in water, and then
yeah,
the dorsal fin is like cutting the water surface.
it
And
does.
he's
And then
got
it also
the
like
shadow too, right?
right, it looks like the sunlight's going through the water too, hitting the body of
Hmm.
the shark. That's really cool.
Yeah,
And we already know the how a Clink embroider stuff. That one's going to turn out good if it makes it. That one's I don't know. This one's probably my favorite one so far. That's awesome.
yeah. This one's badass. And he's got the different blues, like
hmm
it's like a monochromatic picture almost, but it's got like 6 different blues within the hat, like the navy in the shadow, and then the slightly darker or lighter
Yeah,
blue in the shark, and then the highlights, and then the white. Like this one's really good.
I didn't even notice the shadow until you said something because I was so focused on the water.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
damn,
yeah.
damn.
This
This one's
one's
really good.
yeah, this one's an early favorite for both of us for sure. All right,
Yeah, if
moving
this one
forward.
doesn't make it, we riot.
Yeah, yeah, that's a Phil line for sure. You talk to Phil a lot. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
number 7, spins. Um, Win. Oh man, so this is the third or fourth one
Dang,
from.
he's got a lot in here
Yeah,
today.
yeah, spins.
We've all been there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that this is almost too real.
Yeah, it's
When that
relatable.
coffee hits you, that coffee hits you.
hmm
Or is that beer or coffee?
I want to say it's beer because it's called the spins because you
Okay.
get drunk and you get the spins,
Right,
but
right, right,
it
right.
could be
Okay.
coffee with the foam coming out. I don't know.
Yeah. Initially, I thought this was coffee, like running to the washroom. After drinking the coffee, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is the spins. This is the other way. This is the drunk way. Okay, cool.
I think so.
Yeah. So I don't love the colorway, man.
I don't either. Like I get being yellow because it's supposed to be beer, I guess, or whiskey or whatever, but the blue doesn't,
Yeah.
just doesn't hit. I feel like maybe if you just made it black or I don't know, maybe a gray, but that might wash out the arm. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. This one might need some refining.
Yeah, I
Um,
think this one like it's a cool concept. I just don't know how it's going to do with that blue background. I think you could do better with something else.
yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. Golden Emperor by Levi. Golden Emperor. The
I guess
Golden
that's
Emperor is typically a beetle, I think, but this looks like a cicada.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. It's cool though. It's rad. It's like
hmm
um the outline of it. It will be cool to see if like Clink will do like a navy fill or if they just leave it as negative space. But I
Yeah,
think
that's
this one
interesting.
will do real well.
I wonder if it's going to kind of look like almost like the murder horns one.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. I could see them making it like semi-raised in the fill too, to just give it like extra textures, and
hmm
then just punch that kind of the outline around it so you can like feel like the textures on the hat.
That's a big logo too. That takes up most of the front space.
Yeah, yeah. I think the final one will push it down a little bit, and then
Yeah,
it won't be as high, but I think it'll kind of achieve that same effect. This is cool.
yeah. Simple yet effective. I like it.
Yeah, it's drawn real nice to scale. Uh, it's an interesting concept because it's like almost like a negative flip to
hmm
what you would see in regular life. And yeah, so down here in Toronto, we don't get affected by the cicada. Um,
It was bad.
yeah, it was bad.
It was real bad. Like it went from nothing to like you see all kinds of them all day. They're finally starting to be gone now, but it was
Yeah,
you go outside, you're getting hit with them left and right. It sucked.
no way.
Oh, dude, it was so bad. Like I had my tree in my front yard had literally probably like 200 or 300 shells around it from them hatching. It was
Oh,
ridiculous.
damn. Yeah. You do those walking videos a lot too, so that probably mess up your your videos a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't really been doing them lately. I kind of been on a little hiatus from that, but
Yeah,
I still go for my walks. I just don't record anymore like I used to. I'm just trying to take a small break for myself.
right. Yeah, definitely. Enjoyed those. You start off with like the high and
Yeah,
the
I'll have to
bunny.
get back on it.
Yeah, but all right, cool. Golden Emperor. Okay, no snaps by Scott and Aurelian.
Sorry, I didn't
We're
mean to
doing
laugh.
the Drake thing. So
Yeah.
purple and red, uh, Drake City. So what are you thinking on this one?
Obviously I think it's funny.
Mhm.
Like it's definitely a funny hat.
Yeah,
I don't really think I would wear it because it's just I don't know, it's a little too goofy,
yeah,
but it is awesome. It is a cool concept. I do like it a lot. Just
yeah.
something I wouldn't wear.
And then for those people who don't know, it's usually the Drake saying no and then the Drake saying yes. So this is the
Yes.
the no part. Yeah, I think it's a cool concept. Drake saying no to the snaps in that Hotline Bling video,
hmm
purple and red ties back to the city he's from, Raptors. You know,
So I'm
yeah,
wondering if this one makes it through, are they going to do one with the other, other part of the meme?
yeah, with the snaps.
hmm
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. No snaps. Aurelian and Scott. Number 10, Timekeeper. Sierra Gons. I feel like he's done something like this before in this kind of like Iron Maiden
hmm
concert t-shirt series. I like it. I think it's rad, but
Yeah, the
um,
colors are dope.
yeah. My initial thoughts are that he's holding like those hourglasses, but he's holding them in a
hmm
way that you can almost not know that they're hour. Like at first, I thought it might be like a drink or like a
Yeah.
spray can or something. You almost don't know that it's
Right.
hourglass. And then if you scale them
hmm
too big, it would just be too ridiculous. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I
That's a
mean,
whole
with it being
different.
timekeeper, you have to hide the time so you can't see it. It kind of throws it off a little bit. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. The skull is rad though.
Oh yeah, and the colors he chose, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like this is like an Iron Maiden cover album art.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it
Yeah,
could definitely be an album cover of some sort. That'd be dope.
yeah, yeah. All right, cool. Good job, Sierra. Number 11, Buckaboo by Heather. Um, it's like that ancient or the haunted horse. I can't unsee the piece at the bottom there. Um, that looks crazy. So the smoke definitely is going to need to be
Yeah,
kind of changed a little bit, but it looks crazy at the bottom.
yeah.
But
It
the
doesn't really
top,
look like smoke.
yeah,
It almost looks like intestines are falling out. If I'm being honest.
yeah. To me, I see a different piece of anatomy. I'm not going to get into it too much. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I mean, knowing Heather, it's probably not intentional,
Right.
but it's unfortunate. But yeah, the top is drawn well. I don't know if I
Mm-hmm.
love the red eyelets, but at least it's kind of different. It's going for a little different.
Yeah,
I feel like it's not
makes it
quite
pop a little off
black.
the black.
I don't know if it's quite black either. That might be like a really dark, like a mud pie, burnt wood
Hmm.
color, with like a dark gray too.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, I think it's drawn cool.
yeah. I like
Buckaroo.
the skull part of it for sure. The
Yeah.
smoke maybe needs a little bit of work to add a little bit different of an effect.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's like the smoke's almost too rigid. It's almost too
Mm-hmm.
firm. But yeah. All right, Heather. Good job. Number 12, Ad Mortem.
Almost looks
Little
like a
play on
tattoo.
word from Rick. And Rick's a guy that hates. I don't know if he hates it, but he doesn't use a lot of black in
Mm-hmm.
his hat. So he's like using this like a charcoal gray. What are your thoughts here?
I like it. It looks like like I said, a tattoo on somebody's arm or something.
Yeah,
It's got that vibe to it.
yeah. I think it's his like kind of commentary on the overdoneness of the Grim Reaper. So I think he's trying to be funny here, and I don't know.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, yeah,
I do like the orange in the background. It kind of makes everything pop.
yeah. So it's like the death to the Reaper. Oh, I think that's funny.
That is
We've
pretty
seen
fun.
a lot of Reapers lately.
We have, we
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
People love the skulls and the reapers.
yep. And the rose too. So you got the rose there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Good job, Rick. Number 13, Matt's Bells and Whistles. Matthew Bell came together to make the Cardinals sin hat. What are you thinking here?
It's a cool design. I don't. Maybe he needs to make the bird's head a little bigger. Maybe it just looks off. Like the back
Mhm.
part of the head just looks off. And I'm sure that's because the crown's covering the main part of the cardinal's head that you see the spike. But
Yeah,
maybe he needs the spike to come out of the
come on the
crown a little
back.
bit, just so you
Yeah,
know.
come on the
Yeah,
top.
just so you know it's a actual cardinal.
Yeah,
Other than that, it looks awesome. Is it supposed to be a piece of gold, or is that supposed to be a piece of corn in his mouth?
it might be a piece of gold. I don't know the
Okay.
story behind the gold being there. Yeah, I'm with you. Maybe make the crown a little bit smaller and just have his like the typical that kind of hair flare come out of the.
Right. Because that's the
Um,
distinctive thing of a cardinal.
yeah, yeah. And then I think the cardinal sin. There's like seven of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I would try to incorporate the seven somewhere, maybe seven jewels or have a seven on the crown. I don't know. But if
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna stick with that cardinal sin thing, and then he's got like the ASU colors. I don't like right off rip. I don't like the bottom. So that kind of
Oh, the
like Vegas
UV.
gold chrome UV, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the colors. It's kind of like that USC Minnesota
Yeah.
Golden Gophers. Um, it's just interesting, like the cardinal red for the actual cardinal is actually like a scarlet, not that like a burgundy
Mm-hmm.
color.
Right.
Um, but
I
yeah.
feel like a green UV would work good with this one, honestly.
Oh hell yeah, green UV is my favorite UV.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot go wrong with that unless it's a Kelly green hat. Then you go green.
Right. Right.
But
Give
yeah,
that contrast.
Yeah, but solid hat. All right, Matt. Let's move on to 14. Speaking of Reapers, we got the Reaper
Mm-hmm.
rides. Levi and
Right.
Win. So Win has
Win
got to
again,
be up to like 5.
at least.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely hear about this in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts here?
I mean, it kind of like, I don't know if you're a wrestling fan, but it screams Undertaker to me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he was the American badass for a while. He
Yeah,
always come down to the ring on his motorcycle.
to me
I think it's really cool.
the worst Undertaker.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure, without question.
the Dead Man or the American Badass, or
Hmm.
yeah.
But
Um,
it's really cool. Well done. Like, is that supposed to be the moon in the background? I'm assuming.
I think so. He's got the speed lines. I feel like it's off a little bit. I
Yeah,
think
I feel like.
I'd play with the angle a little bit because it
Yeah, I
almost
think it
looks
looks
like
like
he's
he's
doing
almost
a
doing a
wheelie.
wheelie.
Yeah, he's doing.
Hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I feel like if you're gonna put the moon there, you got to add a little texture to it so you know it's the moon too. Like, that's just me though.
Yeah, because the moon is on his left, but the
Hmm.
backlighting is on the right. So
Right.
either you get rid of the moon or you move the moon to the other side.
Hmm.
Um, I don't love the speed lines, even though there is speed there. I guess he almost looks like he's stationary, a
Yeah.
little bit. Because if he's going that fast, his like robe and stuff would be flowing more up
Hmm.
and not flowing down.
Right.
And then he's like doing the wheelie thing, so it infers that he's going fast. So if he's going fast, then his robe will be flying
Right.
back.
I don't know if the wheelie's intentional, but it definitely looks like he's doing a wheelie.
Yeah, and then the lighting issues, and I don't know. You see Undertaker. I see like Sons of Anarchy a little bit.
Sons of Anarchy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, cool. Reaper rides. Number 15, Chowder. Soundwave says, soup in a bowl. If I could live every day and just eat soup, I would. I love soup, so this one's cool.
Soup is solid.
Yeah. In Canada we have Tim Hortons, and they used to do
Hmm.
this like um this event where they would do the bread bowl. They didn't always have the bread bowl, but when they did, it's like their whole thing was, and then you can eat the bowl. Yeah, takes you back to that. So, what's your favorite soup?
My favorite soup. I don't know. I'm pretty basic. I just like vegetable soup, to be
Oh,
honest.
really? I love
Yeah, I'm
soup, man.
basic.
I love soup. Crawfish
Good tomato soup's
etouffee,
always good too.
gumbo, Italian wedding, minestrone, chicken, cream of broccoli, clam
Mm.
chowder, lobster bisque.
I
Man, I
mean, I'll
love.
eat it all. Just don't
Yeah,
go for it, you know.
right. I love a good soup. But
See,
yeah,
now you got me hungry.
yeah. This one's cool. I like it. Chowder. It reminds me a little
Yeah.
bit of like that Dunkin' donut, like the donut dunked or whatever that
Hmm.
we saw in the coffee in the thing, but it's a little bit different, a little clam there.
Right. Well, it looks
Um,
like the clam's either really enjoying himself or he's baked. Like.
oh, yeah, he's baked. He's definitely a baked clam. All right, cool. Number 16, Sunlit wins
Another
through.
win.
Win is taking over. Uh,
Hmm. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hear about this.
yeah, I'm almost scared to look. All right,
Is
so let's break
that
this
supposed to
down.
be a bird
That
in his hair? In his
sparrow,
head?
yeah, it's a sparrow in the headpiece of the Hawaiian almost looking island looking woman. What are you thinking here?
This one, after looking at it a little bit, it's very unique. I like how they put the bird in there like that. I don't know if they get this one to production, it's gonna embroider really well, I feel. I like the overall feel, like the side profile does it well.
Yeah, it's got like tattoo vibes almost. It kind of
Hmm.
feels like it's built like either like a tattoo or a T-shirt with the negative spacing and stuff.
Oh, for sure. I can see this on a t-shirt.
But yeah, sunlit by wind. All right, happy days. Try dub. So we got the hop. Um,
Hoppy days.
oh, hoppy days. Yeah. Almost looks like he's the way it's colored on. Almost looks like he's drinking lemonade.
Yes, I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
then
like
you
it
got
needs
the
to be like
lime.
a slightly browner color.
Yeah, yeah. But other than that, what are you thinking?
It reminds me of Oakland A's just because of the color.
Yeah.
But uh, I feel like you need to make the legs and the arms a different color though, because it kind of washes out in the hat, or make the crown a different color.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you go
Just I
like
don't know.
white limbs or black limbs maybe?
I think maybe black, but I don't know if you get the same effect with black. Maybe white because it just show better.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I don't really like when they make part of the character the same color as the hat. It's kind of just hard to distinguish between the two. I mean, I obviously you got the outline, but it's just I don't know. It kind of
Yeah.
washes out.
Yeah, and then of contrast.
Hmm.
I mean, you can make like the limb part black and then like the boots like a different color, like a red, or like the gloves
Right.
white or something.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think I'm with you. It almost feels too like citrusy, too fruity, almost like a
Right.
got the lime and then the lime button and then the hop is lime and then the
Hmm.
yellow almost looks like lemonade or doesn't
Yeah,
look
they
like
need to
this
make it a
blue.
browner color, a
Yeah.
browner yellow, or yeah, like a mustard yellow, I guess, a
Yeah.
brown mustard.
Yeah. It's it's just it's a cool attempt. I think yeah, some refinement would do this one real well. And then number 8. So this is the glow in the dark one that pushed it to 20.
Okay.
So lethal by Raphael. What are you thinking here?
The initial, just the one without the glow, kind of reminds me of Terminator. Obviously,
Terminator.
it's not a metal skull, but it does remind me of Terminator with the eyes and all that.
Yeah.
Um, I don't hate it. Oh, just I want to see what the glow looks like too, because it kind of adds the whole effect to the whole hat for me. Because I love glow in the dark hats, but
Yeah.
just the base thing, it's good. Just don't know how it's going to embroider with the glow in the dark part. So what's the glow
Yeah.
part look like?
It's like a tarantula.
Oh, okay, I see it down in the corner. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a tarantula on his face, basically.
Okay, that's why it's called lethal because it's a tarantula. Okay,
Hmm.
that actually is pretty sick. I'm not a spider fan. I don't think many people are, but
Hmm.
that's a pretty sick idea.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like the hidden aspect of it. I just think that the skull almost looks too goofy.
Yeah, the nose part right below the
I think
eyebrows.
part of the nose and part of the jaw, the bottom jaw, maybe. I don't know. It changed the look of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then the eyes kind of look funny to me a little bit. I don't know. I think you just need to nail it. Like before you add the element of the glow, I think the piece of the hat that is most important
Right.
is the
Yeah,
front
because if you don't
logo.
get the initial part
Yeah,
right,
yeah. It
what's
won't
the glow
matter what
gonna
it
do?
is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got this like really thin silver outline. I don't know. I think the
Yeah.
thought is there, the concept is there. It's cool, but I
Mm-hmm.
just think it needs to be a button up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
All right, and then last but not least, the Renaissance Kong. So we got COD and Sierra came together with this stained glass piece. I think it's
That's
pretty cool. What are your
yeah,
thoughts?
I like it. I I don't know, it just draws you to it, like the outline in the back, and then
Yeah,
the stained glass effect kind of makes the Kong just pop off of there.
yeah,
It's definitely something that's unique. You haven't seen it before. I mean, obviously you've seen the Kongs, but I think they did the right color choice with the orange and the yellow in the background. It just makes the purple just really pop.
yeah. One thing though about stained glass, and I haven't studied stained glass or anything like that. I just feel like some parts of the stained glass, it almost feels like it's like more random. Like it's like random pieces put together to make like a bigger image. I almost
Mm-hmm.
feel like this is a little bit too clean. Like the distance between each piece is like perfectly
Too
symmetrical.
symmetrical. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that'd be the only my only critique. I just make it a little bit more random to kind of
Okay.
get
I
that
can
like
see that.
stained glass uh, kind of kind of effect, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
Well,
I think
most
it's pretty good.
aren't most of your stained glasses like an archway at the top too, not a pentagon shape? Like,
Yeah, I think. Well, when I think of stained glass, I just think of like churches. So yeah, it's like how
Hmm.
the window fits in a church. I mean, some
Right.
people have like the individual stained glass pieces or the random pieces, but yeah, um, and it's usually I feel like it's usually like a gold color almost instead of black.
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
kind of hold it all. It's like a brass color, so maybe I would try that. Um, like simplify the design a little bit, and then just make it a little bit more random. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
The the design itself is awesome. Like some people, like Reaper fatigue, they get like Kong fatigue, but I think at least this
Hmm.
is a different attempt at it. Different style. I don't know if I love the tangerine orange under on the head. I
Yeah.
probably would have went gray or green, but other than that, I think
Hmm.
it's a cool design.
Well, and I know people get tired of the Kong, but like it is Clink's logo, so they're
Yeah,
gonna use it. It's just one of those things.
and at least they're doing like a different attempt at it. It's not
Hmm.
just like let's slap a sailor hat on a Kong, or
Right.
it's a different attempt at it. So that's pretty cool. But all right, kept it to a clean hour.
Yeah, that's
Appreciate you so
crazy.
much for coming on, and I think we've known each other for it's got to be you know 6 years now at least. But
Yeah. Been a
but
while.
yeah, it's cool to kind of kick it and kind of catch up and give people a chance to kind of get to know you a little bit better
Hmm.
and kind of have you share your passion. I mean, yeah, in terms of Clink collectors, you're one of the highest volume ones for sure. So had to definitely get you on the show to
Yeah, I
get
appreciate it.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed being on here. It was awesome.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Where can people find you and connect with you?
I'm on Instagram at saw3doffsamurai. That's where I post most of my stuff. I also have a TikTok by the same name, and then
Mhm.
I'm also on Facebook. If you know my real name, you can find me there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to find Steven Johnson, but good luck.
Yeah, there's a couple of them out there. But yeah, man, I
Hmm.
look forward to you posting again the little walks, the hi everybody's.
Yeah, I'll
Just kind
start
of
getting on that.
watching your journey. Do that. That's pretty cool and kind of do that. And yeah, if anyone follows you on Facebook, man, you're like a comic there, so you're always posting
Oh,
funny
yeah,
shit. So,
the most
um,
vulgar stuff.
yeah, yeah, definitely not safe for work, but
No, definitely
um,
not.
but yeah, I appreciate you. And again, when I visit um your side of town, I think I'll be in St. Louis mid July. So
Hmm.
if you're out there for that Cardinals game, we'll definitely have to link up.
Yeah,
But
we'll link up for sure.
yeah, but all right, until next time, Steven and Leon, we out of here.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Brought to you by VFTV.